I'm thinking about how the progressives don't. There's something that Anna and Shank can't really do now. They can't really bring the Democratic Party together again. The progressives and this idea of there being some kind of left populist movement, it's not going to work. This isn't going to work because there's too many people left of center who are the progressives, who are the TYT fans, who are the problem, who were the violent rioters, and that's it. It's not, no one's going to be able to undo that. And there is the fundamental understanding that the riotous and violent have to be punished now. That everybody put up with that shit and are still. That across blue enclaves, there's still this total lack of doing fuck all about all kinds of stuff. And that it's everybody's very done with it now. Yeah, everybody is very, very done with it. And so it's yeah, I'm starting to really find that, okay, here's what it is. The progressives introduced too much of the cultural Marxists and such people to the Democratic Party, and I know this because I was there to see it all. And so now they have this problem of Hassan he's catering to that end directly. But they wouldn't have even gone that way without Cenk and other people like that. And the other progressives like Tom Hartman, former progressive, who, is obviously, like a glow job. Rachel Maddow was associated with Air America. What was it? That senator. Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. He was one of the early progressive people. So the progressive politics entered the Democratic Party and was openly embraced and accepted. The post-Obama period, they got to do whatever they wanted. They got to openly riot. And that's the key thing. They got to openly riot. Over and over and over again. Openly riot. And so now, there's no way of coming back. There's no way of having some kind of populism. There is no populist movement with people that believe in riotous violence. There's no faking that. There's no faking the idea that it was the progressives and that movement that was firmly for there being penalties if you don't get your COVID prick. And we're all about masks. And that everybody was stupid and idiots and dummies for not getting the prick and not wearing their masks. And so there is no thing of like this populist movement that scares. No. The only thing that has so far scared people is the real populist movement, which is from the American cultural right and the American political right. Yeah. And it won't be something else. There's not going to be some moment where it's going to be like, oh, well then the Democrats did this. And so then, to cap this off with actually some pretty interesting news. So I didn't know about this. Do you remember Sean Spicer? Well, he got another job. He got an appointment in government years and years ago. But when Biden came in, Biden was like, we'd like you to resign. And so, but it was like a 3-year appointment. He was like, oh, well, I mean, I'd kind of like to do this job, And, so they're like, no, that's not a suggestion. You serve at the pleasure of the president. Well, he sued. And he lost. he, being under the executive branch as an appointment, serves only at the pleasure of the president. That's the way that works, son. That's the way the court says it works. This is about to be a fascinating opening to the next year.